What's up gamers, DreamcastGuy here, and today I want to admit that I made a horrible mistake. The Nintendo Switch has been out for 6 months now and is just sweeping the nation. There are lines around stores sometimes just to try and get a hold of this console. In Japan, they're holding lotteries just to be awarded the chance to buy one. That is insanity, and you know what? I was completely wrong. Before this came out, I predicted that the Nintendo Switch would flop. Not just that it would fail, I actually thought that because of its small launch library, nobody would buy it. It seems ridiculous now, seeing its overwhelming success, but at the time, that seemed so apparent to me. I thought that because it was really just launching with Zelda and a couple ports, it wouldn't get picked up by that many people, when in actuality, what ended up happening is the Nintendo Switch became the go-to console for playing ports. It's not just that it has its own great original games, people are rebuying older stuff in massive numbers because of the portability. An aspect I never would have imagined. Just looking at stuff like the raw sales data for the Street Fighter II they released, even Capcom was brain melted by how well that flew off shelves. Nobody could have expected it to sell this hot, and I'll be first to admit, I was dead wrong to think that it would just sell none. What really interests me most about the Nintendo Switch is that it's become the console that everybody plays as well as their main console. I play a lot more PlayStation 4 than I play Nintendo Switch, but if I'm going somewhere like a convention, I have to pack this and kick it with me. You know, there's nothing like being able to just play some Mario Kart with your friends while waiting in a line somewhere, or if you're going to be on a plane, why not play some Zelda and find some extra Korok seeds? Every single week, they're also announcing all sorts of cool new indie games. Stuff that you're not going to see anywhere else is now being developed exclusively for this system. On top of that, some of the ports we're getting are way crazier than I would have thought. Like the LA Noire port that's about to come out. I thought that those rumors were ludicrous. I honestly didn't believe them at all, and now they're here. We're about to have LA Noire, one of the most in-depth, gritty crime dramas of all time in all of gaming history, is about to be on my tiny little console. I'm going to be able to tap the screen and actually pick up evidence and question people. Maybe I'll even be able to hold up my screen and choose how I want to confront perps. That is insanity to me, and it shows that this console actually surpassed the expectations of what it was originally thought to be. When we were first being told about Project NX all those years ago, it seemed so, I don't know, how do I even phrase it, quaint. It seemed like a cute idea. Something that would blend the Wii U's graphical power with the 3DS's portability. I didn't think it would work, and yet it took off crazy numbers. You know, I think it's just the fact that people who want this are using it in conjunction with other systems. You know who really took up to this? The PC gaming community. You know, the people who typically hate on console peasants and say that anybody who buys an Xbox One is wasting their money, those people actually lined up day one to get a Nintendo Switch because it provides something that no other console does. It makes games that are cutesy and fun, easy to understand, don't have long tutorials, and very importantly, are just cool. You know, Mario plus Rabbids. That is a game that you won't see anywhere else. It is so peculiar. It's XCOM, but with weird Ubisoft characters and Mario and Luigi. They're all teaming up to go on a very strange little quest that you won't get anywhere else. And that's where this console took off that I couldn't have predicted. Before release, there were all these rumors of the fact that indie developers were being held back, that they weren't giving out development kits, and they were kind of being really close guarded as to who was going to be allowed to make stuff for the Switch. This led me to believe that I thought that it was going to be a very small gaming library. If you wanted a Switch, you'd have like 10 games to play for the first year. Instead, there are hundreds. I guess that's what really caught me the most off guard with this system overall, is the fact that it's ended up giving a second chance to a lot of games that are phenomenal but flopped. You know, there are so many things that actually came out on the Wii U that are cool, great, and completely overlooked. And now they've been ported very carefully and very faithfully onto this new system. They got a second chance. I still play so much Mario Kart 8. I mean, seriously, look, this is not a joke. I'm pulling it out right now, and watch Look at that. Mario Kart 8 is what I was literally playing just an hour ago with my niece and nephew. It's a console that constantly wants you to pick it up. It's just so easy to go on a little adventure, do a little quest. There are so many small touches to this that make it easy to pick up. The fact that it automatically installs patches in the background. The fact that online play is so instant to jump into. The art community of Splatoon 2. There are so many touches to this that I was dead wrong about. I thought that the community would be a flatliner. I figured the lack of voice chat would hurt the amount of people who are willing to log in, and it seems like none of that really took effect. The Nintendo Switch continues to impress me, and I think as we're going forward, it has a chance to be a really big titan in the industry. I don't think it'll ever catch up to the PlayStation 4, and it's certainly not going to catch up to the Wii, but right now, I'm glad to see it gaining a new audience and creating a new genre of fun games that we weren't having anymore. I'm glad that I get to admit that I was wrong. My grandfather, somebody I really respect, used to always say, admit when you made a mistake, that way you can count the days since you started learning from it. And I'm glad that I get to say that I was very, very wrong about this system. Personally, I'm extremely looking forward to Mario Oddyseey, and I look forward to being wronger and wronger about it in the future. How about you? What were your early thoughts before we got the Nintendo Switch, and what do you think of it now? Can you admit when you were wrong about something when it comes to gaming? Because, you know what, it doesn't happen very often, but when I am wrong, I like to admit that I screwed up. Thanks so much for watching, gamers. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. But do me the biggest favor of all, and keep dreaming. Oh, dang it. I meant to put on my... I have a Nintendo shirt. Oh well, I'm wearing my recycling shirt. That's always a good thing to wear. Recycle. The environment needs your help. Oh, hi. I'm just working on the next video. If you want to see what it is, go ahead and click this button and you can subscribe. Also, if you click these video links, you can see my latest review and my latest top 10. Now I'm just going to sit here for a minute and wait for you to subscribe. Oh, I guess I could put on these giant glasses. I literally found these on a roller coaster.